Did you ask your question?
Okay. How can we stop the number of abortions among younger black women in America?
Well, that's a loaded question, but I don't think there's one answer to it at all. It's a lot of things to take into consideration. One factor is the fact that we have a large amount of African American men in jail, not able to provide for their families, not able to be there. Unfortunately, it starts early. You know, if there's one simple infraction of the law, oftentimes that gets compounded, and we don't have a lot of support systems in this country, in this community, for our African American men. So I think that that's a huge problem. A lot of times, the women are doing all of that on their own. And when they feel that they can't do that, then they resort to other measures. And one of those resources is an abortion.
Do you believe it's too much teenage pregnancy? That's what's causing a lot of these a lot of these younger black girls to get abortions.
I don't. I don't think that it's mostly the teenagers that are having the abortions. I think that, but I don't know the numbers. You know, I don't know the statistics. I haven't done the research to compare how, at what age, you know, the majority of the abortions are occurring. But I would not put that on the teenagers.
Well, it's like this. Black people only make up 13% of the population, but over the last couple years, over 60% of the abortions have been black women.
Right. That's because it's a disparage in the community in this country. You have African Americans that are low income, struggle. We're not advanced in our jobs as regularly as the majority. We're not always able to get the higher education like some of the others can afford. You have a lot of things that are holding us back from years and years and years of this country not providing for or not allowing for African Americans and other minorities to get to the level of other people. So, of course, when you look at anything, it's going to seem like there's more in this community because we're the ones who can't afford that. We can't afford to just have 10 babies and, you know, feel like our family is going to support us. That's not possible. So, do we need to take some responsibility as, you know, me being a black woman, do I take responsibility for my actions? Yes, if you don't want to get pregnant again and you know you have 3 kids, then yeah, you need to be on some type of birth control.
How do you feel about Planned Parenthood?
What about it?
I mean, they say Planned Parenthood is targeting younger black women to have abortions. I mean, a lot of conservatives say it's a black genocide.
I don't know that my opinion is that Planned Parenthood specifically is targeting a certain population. I think that Planned Parenthoods are located in an area where there's easy access to people who need affordable care, and that generally happens to be African Americans. And so when they're in that situation and this is what they have as a resource, then you're going to see higher numbers of African American young girls attending there. So I think that that's just one effect of it, but I don't feel that they're targeting any particular population.
I mean, why do you think they set up shops in inner city black neighborhoods?
Because one of the reasons for them providing care is to provide services to people who generally cannot afford it or would not receive care otherwise. So, in my opinion, I feel that it's a good thing that we have a Planned Parenthood available for young ladies to go to, whether it's for getting condoms or for being on birth control or for getting having your OBGYN visits. You know, a lot of times are when you're in a lower socioeconomic class, you may not have insurance. So if you don't have insurance, you're less likely to go to the doctor, meaning that things like your gynecologist visits might be the first things that you put to the side. So for gynecological reasons, dental reasons, lots of different things, breast cancer, you want to make sure that you have those services available in the communities that need it the most. And our community happens to be the one that has a large rate of lower income. So it's needed.
Okay, all right, thank you.
No problem.